Thank you for joining us here at the Midsummer Asylum. We pride ourselves on seeking the most aggressive and effective treatment for mental illnesses. Our patients' progress is our top priority. I'm Hippolyta, the head psychiatrist here, so we will be getting to know each other pretty well. Theseus here is the director and son of our founder, Aegeus.
Hello.
Aegeus, who founded the asylum with the lofty goal of completely eradicating all mental illnesses, a goal to which we still aspire today. While you are here, you will be assigned a patient number, a private room, and a treatment plan to which you will be expected to strictly adhere. There will be no excuses for deviation.
I'd better go check on that. Pardon me.
As I was saying, excuse me for a moment.
Locked in a cage and I'm trying to escape before he drives me mad. Locked up inside, I'm trying to hide. What other choice do I have? I'm trying to get out of this prison cell before it's too late for me. Prison inside, no matter how hard I try, I just can't escape from me.
Get them under control! Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in a new moon. But, oh methinks, how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly sleep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time.
Go, Philistine. Awake the Athenian youth to merriment. Stroke the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Now, Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, doing thee injuries, and won thy love. But I shall wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry. Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke. Thanks, good Aegeus. What news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius! My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander! And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchange of love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love. And my gracious Duke, be it so, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. As she is mine, in all my right of her, I do estate unto Demetrius, which will either be to be disposing to that gentleman, or to her death, according to our laws, immediately provided in the case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, that to you your father should be as a god, one who composed her beauties, yea, and to whom you are but a form of wax, imprinted by him, and within his power to figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself, he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
Oh. How would my father look, but with my eyes?
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
Could I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that will befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius?
Either to die the death, or abjure the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, and examine well your blood.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will my virgin pent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereign.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander yield thy crazy title to my certain right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Now let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love may render him. And as she is mine, all by right I do estate unto Demetrius.
My lord, I am as well derived as this man, as well possessed. My love is more than his. Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nita's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much. Come, Demetrius, and Aegeus, you shall go with me, for I have some private schooling for you both. Fair Hermia, look you fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, either to death or a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love?
With duty and desire, we follow you.
So pale, how chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Oh, belike for want of rain, which I could well be tamed from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh.
But either it was different in blood, or that...
Oh, cross too high to be enthralled too low!
Or else miscraft in respective years.
Oh, spite too old to be engaged too young!
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell to choose love by another's eye!
Or if there was sympathy and choice, war, death, or sickness to lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie night.
If ever lovers have been crossed, it stands as an edict of destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love, as thoughts, and dreams, and sighs, wishes, and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? To that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by all the vows ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair. That fair again unsay, Demetrius loves you fair. Oh, happy fair, oh, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, and he gives me love.
Or that my prayers with such affection move.
The more I hate him, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helen, is no fault of mine.
And but your beauty would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold, tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where you and I, upon primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck granting thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some other son can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. Therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor has love's mind of any judgment taste. Wings and no eyes figure in heedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys win games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down and said he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved in showers of host and melt. I will go tell him fair Hermia's flight. Into the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Will fly this place. My sailor and myself will fly this place. My sailor and myself will fly this place. Demetrius and myself will fly this place. Demetrius!
Could a body close the mind that stitch a seam across the eye? If you could be good, you will live forever. If you're bad, you'll die, and you'll die. Hearing only one true note on the one and only sound. Unzip my body, take my heart out, 'cause I need a beat to get this done. Everybody's way to music. Oh,
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire, I do wander, everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen, to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, and their gold coats spots, you see, those be rubies, fairy favors, and those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrop here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou law of spirits. I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, makes him all her joy. And now they never meet by grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that, for fear, all their elves creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless house return, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm. Those that hobgoblin call you sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon, and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her wither dewlap pour the ale.
The wisest ant, telling the saddest tale, sometime 4 3 foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from above, Down tumbles she and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And all the choir hold their hips and laugh and waxen in their mirth and knees and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. A room fairy. Here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ah, ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buckskin mistress and warrior love to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their joy, their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance in my credit with Hippolyta, when I know thy love with Theseus? Did thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perangia, whom ye ravish, and make him with fair Igo break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on a hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or rushy brook, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore, the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which following in the land have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The seasons alter, hoary-headed frosts, far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Himes thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds, is as in mockery set, the spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter, change their wanton liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which, and this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you lament it then, that it lies in you? Why would Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy but to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of need. His mother was a votaress in my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often has she gossiped by my side. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die. And for her sake I do rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
Ah! How long within this wood do you intend to stay?
Perchance till Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently go in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I shall spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright by longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt from this grove until I torment thee for this injury. Oh, gentle puck, come hither. Come hither! That remembrance, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid from a dolphin's back, uttering such sweet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her tone, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's call.
I remember.
I saw us once, but thou couldst not. Fly between the cold moon and the earth. Cupid all on. A certain aim he took. Yet not I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower. Before milky white, now purple dyed with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I sued thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next light thing that it sees. Fetch me this herb and be thou here again.
I'll put a girdle round about here in 40 minutes.
Once I have this flower, I'll do Titania while she is asleep. The juice of it I'll streak on her eyes. The next thing she waking upon looks, be it lion or wolf, or cat or bear, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And I can take away this charm with another herb. I'll make her render up her page to me. But who goes there? I am invisible and I will overhear their conference.
Oh. I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen to this wood. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted Adam, yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of the night and the ill counsel of the desert place, with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not the night, nor does this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how could it be said I'm alone when the whole world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest had not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story will be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin, the mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bull is speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go! Or do not believe, but if thou follow me, I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. By Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, then. Ere he do leave this road, thou shalt fly to him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome one.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. Give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows. There lies Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers and dances with delight. The juice of it I'll streak across her eyes and fill her with such hateful fantasies. But take thou something. There is a sweet Athenian lady in love with the most disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, so that the next thing he might espy will be the lady. You shall know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, but affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she on her love. Do so, and meet me ere the first cock crow.
My fairy lord, it shall be done so.
Are we all met?
You'd best call them individually. Man by man, according to the script.
Here's the scroll of every man's name.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then, read the names of the actors.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth the actors. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for, And proceed.
You, Nickbottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Oh, a lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That'll take some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move stones. I will condole in some measure. To the rest. But my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Heracles rarely, or a part to tear the cat in, to make them all split. For the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Venice car shall shine by far and break and mark the foolish debates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the act.
Francis Flute the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? Wandering knight?
It's lady that Pyramus must love.
Hey, let me not play the woman. I have a beard coming in.
Well, that's all one. You may play in mask, and you must speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too.
No.
I will speak in a multitude of voices.
No.
Pyramus, Pyramus.
No.
I spy, 'tis like Thisbe dear.
No. You are Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
Tom Snout, you Pyramus's father, myself Thisbe's father, Snout the joiner, you the lion's part.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion tune. I will roar, and that will make any man hearken to him. I will roar, and that will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one would see on a summer's day, a most fine and gentlemanlike man, and therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
But masters, here are your parts. I entreat you, request you, and desire you. Meet me in the palace woods. There we may rehearse our parts. I pray you very not.
There we will meet, and we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
A randle and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds. Some war with the rear mice for their leathern wings, to make my small elves coats. And some keep back that clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wanders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now to sleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and bloodworms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen.
Fill a mel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La la lullaby. Never harm, no spell, no charm. Come our lovely lady night. Weaving spiders, come not here. Hence you long legs spinner sense. Beetles black, approach not near. Worm nor snail do no offense. La la, la la lullaby. La la lullaby.
Hence, away. Now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What's thou see when thou dost wake? Do it for thy true love take, love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristle hair. When you wake, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth. Take the scent sweet of my innocence, then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. Such a separation as may well be said, become a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far thee distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love in our altar till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And in life, I am loyal to you. Here's my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And this the maid sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. Should us not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy? Sure. Sure. Upon thy eyes I do throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, do not kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Hold that dark and leave me, do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this long chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia where sore she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away with fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, wake.
Run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena! Nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. But where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish upon my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. Though you love your Hermia. Lord, what though? Then Hermia loves you still, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do not repent the tedious moments with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore I was to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve the scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never know nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye, but you must blot my insufficiency. Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do in such disdainful manner me to woo, but bear you well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there. And never mayest come Lysander near, for as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best, pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what? Removed! Lysander, Lord! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No. Then I will perceive you while not nigh. Either death, or you will find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, and here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage.
Peter Quince?
What sayest thou, Holy Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never place.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Oh, come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, when you've spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone, according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here so near to the cradle of the fairy queen? What's a play tour? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, should I see the cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Oh, Thisbe, thy flowers odorous, savor sweet!
Odors! Odors. Yeah? Alright.
Odors, savor sweet. So hath thy breath, thy truest Thisbe dear. But hark! A voice! Stay there a while, and by, to thee I will appear.
Stranger Pyramus never played here. Must I speak now?
Mary, must you? For he must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again. Oh.
O most radiant pyramid!
Most radiant Pyramus! Most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar. The choice! Would never tire! Will meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninus' tomb!
Ninus tomb, man. Why, you must not say that yet. That you say to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is never tire.
As true as truest horse If I were fair, 'tis me. I were only that.
Oh, monstrous, oh, strange, oh, we are haunted, prey masters, fly masters. I'll follow you, I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and will grunt, and bark, and neigh, and roar, and burn, horse, hound, hog, head, fire at every turn.
Oh, I see their spite. This is a knavery to make me afraid.
What do you see on me?
What do you see? You see an ass out of your own, don't you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee, thou art translated.
I see their spite. This is a knavery to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here. I will sing that they shall hear. I am not afraid. Thee, you so cock so black of hue with orange twanny be. The throstle with his not so proud. The wren with little queen.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The flitch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo-gray, whose note full many man doth mock, and dares not answer nay. But indeed, who would set his wit so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird a lie, then cry cuckoo? Never saw.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is my eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me to say on the first view, and to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And to speak the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither, but if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do thou desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit, no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me, and I'll give thee fairies to attend on me, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Cobweb, peas blossom, mom, mustard seed.
Ready.
And I.
And I?
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks, gambol in his eyes, feed him apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honey tapers steal from the humble bees, for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love, to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from the painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Oh, nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
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 I pray your worship's mercy. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire to make your good acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I catch my finger, I shall make bold with thee. Your name, worthy gentleman?
Peas blossom.
Commend me to Mrs. Quash, your mother, and to Master Peas called your father.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awakened yet. More importantly, what it was the next came to recite, what she must dote on in extremity. Ah, how now, mad spirit, what name now rules over this haunted grove?
My mistress with the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, accrued of patches, Rude mechanicals who labor for bread upon the Athenian stalls were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of this sport, who Pyramus presented, in their sort forsook his scene and entered into a break. When I did him a disadvantage take, an ass's knoll I had fixed upon his head. Anon, his Thisbe must be answered. And in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
Oh, this must sound better than even I could devise. But, hast thou latched the Athenian's eyes like I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian maid by his side that, when she wakes, a foresee must be eyed.
Stand aside, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him that loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I'm a chide, though I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleeping, or shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not thrown through the day, is he to me? Would he have stolen away from sleeping, Hermia? I believe as soon this whole earth may be bored, that the moon may through her center creep, and so displease her brother's noontide with Antiphates. Cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty, yet you, the murderer, look as bright as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Hence be never numbered among men. Oh, for once tell true even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping?
You spend your passion on a misprized moon. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. From thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I shall remain. For sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For debt that bankrupt sleep does sorrow know.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite at length the love juice on some other true love's sight.
Well, then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, compounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens, look you find, sad she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some reason, bring her here.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink an apple in his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as glorious as the Venus of the sky. When thy wake, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be?
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll do at once woo one. This must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I bow, I weep, and thou so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I know judgment went to her, I swore.
For none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? When thou holdst up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Spite, oh hell, I see you are all bent to sit against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. A trim exploits a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone.
Helen, it's not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide dear. Look, where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Oh, thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more inclines the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Cannot this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they've conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? And is all the counsel that we two have shared, these sisters' vows, these hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty foot of time for parting us, was it all for God? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. Seems like you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysanders in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and set your other love, Demetrius, who even now did but spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial?
I understand not what you mean by this.
If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument, but fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Excellence.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat, thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love you by my life, I do.
Oh, I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where to tense all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose, I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love out, tawny totter, out! Out, hated potion, loathed medicine, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your word, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate me? Hate me wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest. That I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine of faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? I that way goes the game. Now I since she hath made compare between our statures, she hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in this esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewdness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower, hark again!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
But when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering knotgrass maid, you bead, you acorn.
Oh, you are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part, for if thou dost intend, never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not, now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay! I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer can stay in your cursed company. Your hands are quicker than mine for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed. I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Either thou mistakest quite, or committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you say I should recognize the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
These lovers seek a place to fight. Therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within the other's way. Draw over their brows with death power fitting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then, crush the serb into Lysander's eye, which hath this virtuous property, to take all error from this knight and make his eyes roll with wonted sight. While in this affair I do the employ, I to Titania and beg her fairy boy. Her eyes I will release from monstrous view, and all things shall be at peace.
My fair lords must be done with haste.
Out upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears. My gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Get your weapons in hand, good monsieur, pray you, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of the thistle. And good monsieur, bring me back to honeysuckle. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your knave, good monsieur. Pray you, leave your courtesies.
What's your will?
Nothing good, monsieur, except to help cavalry Cobweb to scratch.
Come now, with masks. What dances shall we have? To wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime.
A tediously brief scene of young Pyramus and his love, Thisbe. Very tragical man.
Play there is, my lady, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play.
And we will hear it.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present a wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper. And this man, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, present moonshine. For, if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to mean at Ninus' tomb, there to woo.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. A wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly.
All night with you so black, all night when never art, when day is not. All night! Alack? Alack? Alack! I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. Oh, wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy cheek to which to blink through mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall.
Oh, wall.
Oh my
Oh, so heard my moans. For parting my fair tears in me. Often hath my cherry lips kissed thy stones.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kissed the wall's hole, but not your lips at all.
Wilt thou get ninnies too, meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Are you kidding me?
Thus have I, wall, my part discharges it, and being done thus all away to go. This is the silliest funniest stuff I've ever heard.
The best of this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worst, if imagination amend them.
You, ladies you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I am the lion's fell, or else no lion's down.
A very gentle beast, of a good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lady, that ever I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He's no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself the man near the moon do seem to be.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
Proceed, moon.
All they have to tell you is the lanthorn's the moon. Myself the man the moon. This thorn bush my thorn bush. This dog my dog.
This is all days too.
No.
Where's my love?
Sweet moon, I thank you for your sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by the gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take the truest Bisbee sight. But stay, oh spite, oh diddy duck. Oh dear, thy mantle good. What, stained with blood? Come tears, come down, outsold, and wound the pap of Pyramus, aye, the left hap, where the heart doth pop, pop. Thus I die. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thee light. Moon, take thee flight. Now, I die! 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 Die, 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 die!
Speak, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. Lovers make moan. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Trusty sword. Come, trusty sword. Thy blade my breast imbue. Ah! And farewell, friends. Thus, Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu.
Aye, and the wall, too.
No, no, I assure you, the wall is down the part of their fathers.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonably good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bombs.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Honestly, I can munch upon your good, dry odds.
Oh.
But pray, let none of your people disturb me, for I have a bout of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone and be always away. So doth the woodbine and the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity them. And gentle Puck, take off this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awakening when the others do. May all back to Athens again repair and think no more of this night's accidents, but it's the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud, or the Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Thou, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence while. Puck, take off his head. Titania, music call.
Music, music has charmed the sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Now, my queen, take hands with me, and let us walk the ground where these sleepers be. You and I are new in enmity, and will to do Theseus' house triumphantly. There the couple shall be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fair king, attendant Mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, we after the night shade. You and I the globe can compass soon, faster than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Up and down, up and down. I shall lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me, then, to plain of ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward? What? Dost thou brag to the bushes, telling them that you look for war and that wilt not come? Come, thou recreant. Come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He has defiled that draws sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no man here. Here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I go where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in a dark, uneven way, and he will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once, show me thy grey light. I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho! Ho! Ho, coward! Why comest thou not?
Bide me if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runst before me shifting every place, thou dare not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I'm here.
Ha! Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear. If ever I thy face by daylight see, no go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, never so weary, never so unwoe. Dabbled with dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield my sender and fame me afraid.
Yet but three? Come, one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to drive poor females mad.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, fate thy hour. Shine comforts from the eastern sea. I can take it, stars eye. Still me lay away for mine own company.
Sleep sound on the ground. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, a remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb widely known, that every man should have his own, in your wakings shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, and all shall be well.
dream, and it shall be called Bottom's dream.
It is strange, my theses, what these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason could ever comprehend. The lover, the madman, and the poet are all of imagination compact.
But all the story of the night told over it, all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever strange and admirable,
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores all with weary task fordone. Now it is the time of night that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
Hand in hand in fairy grace, we shall sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day through this house each fairy stay. And so shall the couples three ever true and loving be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we shall mend. And, as I am an honest puck, if we are to have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long, or else the puck a liar call. And so good night unto you all. Lend me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.